Hi everybody, how are you today? I personally welcome first of all, but I personally am not in the best of moods today because, no baby, no. I'm not in the best of moods today because of this whole drone thing going on. It's got me very angry, and the reason I'm really angry is because where in the hell is our president and vice president? Why aren't they addressing the nation as to what's going on, what's happening, and be truthful about it? Because we all know how politicians are. I don't care what side you're on. And be truthful about what's going on. This is not funny anymore. At first it was like, oh, I wonder what's happening. Now that it's happening all over the world, this is scary. And this needs to be addressed by our president and vice president. What the hell are they doing? Why are they not out there reassuring us in one way or another, or preparing us, preparing us for whatever this may be about? I don't know what this is about. I don't know. Look at what it's doing to people. It's already causing a panic. It's already causing a panic. Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't mean to hit her on the head. I got a bad itch and I slammed my dog's head. It's causing panic amongst people. And with the people have every right to be panicked now. It's like, what if this is some kind of an invasion that we're not aware of, that they haven't made us aware of? Our president and vice president should be together addressing this nation, telling us what is going on. And this crap of them, of these secretaries and whatever, saying, the press secretaries and that John Kirby, who really upsets me, he basically made it seem like you guys don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing out there. When I listened to his little speech, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's like, yeah, all these people just happen to be catching this live on their phones, posting it immediately to show what's being seen all over this country. And yet, there's our president and vice president not saying a word to us, not doing what they should be doing, which is helping this country understand what is going on. And imagine how this is affecting children, guys. Imagine how this is affecting children. This type of thing can scare the daylights out of children. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I remember, as I'm 69 years old, okay? And to this day, I remember lying on my parents', I was a little girl. I was a little girl at home, lying on the couch, crying. My head was in my oldest sister's lap. She was trying to comfort me as I laid down there. And I was crying because something had just come on the TV about the Vietnam War. And I distinctly remember my mother saying, "Oh my God." And then she did the sign of the cross. And then she and my sister were talking about it. And I was terrified. I was terrified that that was going to come here. That what I was listening to them talk about and what was on the TV was going to come here. And it terrified me. I remember I was just a mess as a little girl, thinking, what's happening? Not understanding, not knowing, other than this is danger. Well, imagine what this is doing to some of the children out there who, no matter what you tell them, you can try to calm them down and tell them, don't worry, if it was bad, something would have happened. You can tell them whatever you want, but kids think. They're not as dumb as a lot of people try to make them out to be. They think for themselves, and they're like, what's going on? And it can scare the daylights out of them. I, for one, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and my backyard faces what's known as the Sandia Mountains. And I can't tell you how many times, late at night or just nighttime, I've seen a light pop up from behind them, and I'm like, but it's just once in a while. I'll tell you what, if I was sitting out there and a massive wave of these drones or whatever they are come over that mountain and I'm sitting here, let me tell you, that would panic me. I'd be scared. This is going to cause people to panic in a lot of ways. There's going to be that whole thing again of hoarding, running, and okay, maybe something terrible is going to happen. We better stock up, we better prep up, we better get everything we need just in case something happens and we're stuck in our house. It's going to make people panic in so many different ways. This can affect people's minds, it can affect their health, it can affect their entire body with the stress of what is happening or what is going to come from this, because none of us know. And for the White House or for anyone to say, when I saw that the statement from what was it, John Kirby, I believe it was, it said, and different reports coming out of the White House that, well, we don't know what it is, but there's no reason to be worried. We don't see any danger happening. You know, there's nothing. There's no security issues. How can you be so stupid as to say you don't know what something is in the sky by the tons? We've got, it's not like one or two. We've got tons of them showing up. How can you be so ignorant and stupid to say in one breath, oh, well, we don't know what it is, and in the next breath, oh, don't worry, there's no danger to our security. That has got to be one of the stupidest statements to come out of any human's mouth. I mean, really, how stupid can you get to say that? That is ignorant and stupid. They think we're all just a bunch of idiotic fools out here who are just going to take their word for it. And I'm sorry, we all have reason to believe. What if this, let's just say this, what if this was an alien thing? What if it was aliens? We all now know that aliens have been around. There's all the stuff from Roswell, the Area 51, all these different things out there. There's photos that appear to be very real. We can't be the only life in existence in this entire universe. We can't be. So we have a right to be a little scared and worried about, what if this was an alien invasion? Have you ever seen the movies Signs and War with Mel Gibson? Signs with Mel Gibson and War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. If you haven't seen those two movies, you need to watch them, because this is what this feels like. Exactly. Both of those movies put together, this is what this feels like. I even watched a video last night of, I think it was Brazil, I can't remember. I have watched so many. But they showed this ship or thing up there with a beam coming down from it, and there was something coming down with that beam. The one that was taking the video, you could see he was he or she was very clearly following as this thing went down through the beam to the earth. Well, that smacks of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. We have reason to be scared. What the hell is Biden and Harris doing, just sitting back, letting everybody come up with all these theories of what's happening, all these things that can cause even more panic, because as each person puts out their view of what's happening, that can just be a domino effect. Oh, so-and-so thinks it could be this. What if it is that? Oh my God. It can go on and on and on, all because they're sitting on their butts in the White House and not coming forward to disclose what's really going on. Not some fabricated junk to appease us all, but, excuse me, but to literally tell us what all is actually going on. I am furious over this. I have kids. I have grandkids to think about. Myself as well. My little dogs even. I mean, everybody has something to worry about if this were an alien invasion. If it's not aliens, is it from another country? And the reason this upsets me so much is because I know damn well that they know. The White House knows what this is. And are they playing some kind of game with us? Because I'll tell you what, if I went and flew, or you went and flew a drone over the White House or the Capitol or any other sensitive area, security type area, it would not only be shot down, they'd be hunting down who put that up there, and they'd be at your door. They'd be at my door. What the hell do you think you're doing, right? They'd be after us. So now, I watched another video last night where they're all around the Capitol area. Really? So all of these drones, or what crafts, whatever you want to call them, they're able to go in all these security spaces, over military bases, all this, and they're not doing anything about it. That's what leads me to know that they know what's going on. But for whatever reason, they're not telling us what it is. Is it our own government? Is it another government or aliens that they know that they don't want to tell us because it would cause worldwide panic? What is it? Because I know damn well that if I flew a drone, especially as big as these drones are being said to be, over the White House and any other sensitive area, that'd be it. They'd be hunting me down. But no, these drones, crafts, whatever, are being allowed to just surface all across the country. They're being allowed to just show up, and they're not doing anything. There was the senator from New Jersey said that they sent up a helicopter to get close to look at one of these things, and when it started getting close to it, the lights of the craft went off and it was gone. It was disappeared. I don't know of any technology that the U.S. has of that all of a sudden it's just gone. That's pretty magical there. So that leads me to wonder, what are these things? Who is there somebody in them? Is it just somebody guiding them? Then you hear about how they're all coming from the ocean. That one person, I can't remember the name, but saw it was not just a regular guy in their house. It was I think it was a sheriff. Yeah, I believe it was a sheriff who said he or she saw 50 of them coming out of the ocean. 50 of those things in one spot. So I'll tell you what, if I saw 50 of those things coming over the mountains, that would really scare the daylights out of me. So where is Biden and where is Harris? If ever there was a time to protest, and no, I'm not talking the insane January 6th garbage that happened. I'm talking a real live decent protest in front of the White House, to be out there saying, what is going on? We, the people of this country, have the right to know. This is a time for a protest. More than anything. I can't even believe what happened on January 6th. I mean, that was incredible. That was horrific. But now we've got something that can be affecting the entire world, and it is showing up in other countries. It's not just the U.S. It's showing up all over. So now's the time for all the protesters that like to protest to get out in front of that White House and say, we demand as the American people to know what the hell these things are. Why are they out there? What is going on? There are people who believe that they're doing this to prep us for something bigger, like some huge disclosure of aliens. There are people who are thinking that now, that this is what they're doing. They're seeing how we're reacting. They're seeing how we're going to handle this to kind of desensitize us by doing this stuff. Because let's face it, more and more people over the last few years have been seeing a lot of things in the sky. But now all of a sudden this. And as it continued, how many of you saw those on YouTube and you'd be like, oh, another light in the sky. Oh, yeah, another whatever. It desensitizes you, right? You get to where, well, are they doing something like that? Since they're not telling us, we're all wondering, are they doing something to desensitize us so that there is some big disclosure coming that we're not aware of at all? I mean, I can't think of any logical reason whatsoever that our government here in the damn United States of America is just sitting quiet. Not even just the government. I mean, there are senators, there are mayors, there are all kinds of politicians now are starting to come out saying, we demand to know what's going on. I can't fathom my president and my vice president of my country sitting back saying nothing, and it disgusts the hell out of me. I'm being honest here. This disgusts me to no end, because they should be letting us know what's going on, and like I said, the truth, not some crazy story to appease us and keep us calm. We need to know, is this aliens? Is this another country? Is there something that this country has, what can I say, made some kind of a deal with another country? And you know what I'm talking about? You get to where your mind starts getting to where you're thinking, what is going on? I haven't seen anything like that here. I did catch something the other night that I thought was strange. It was one of those round orb-looking type of things. I did catch that. But other than that, no, I haven't seen what these other, New Jersey and all the east side is seeing. And now it's in California as well. Now they're seeing it in California. They're seeing it all, it's going to start popping up all over. I am so angry right now with Biden and Harris, I can't tell you, because they should be leading our country through this. They should be guiding our country through this. They should be reassuring us in one way or the other. Whether it's, don't worry about it, it is nothing, this is what it is, or yes, this is something we need to worry about, you need to prepare. That's what our government should be doing. That's what our White House should be doing. It should be guiding and leading us through what is going on right now. And instead, they're sitting back quiet, zip, nothing. I can't, oh, I'm so angry right now, I can't even tell you how angry I am that that's what our president and vice president is doing. Even Trump, who, sorry, I'm going to be honest here, I'm not a Trump fan, but you know, if you are, I have nothing against you, to each his own. But even Trump is like, you know, if you're not going to tell us what it is, then shoot him. And they're saying, their excuse for not shooting them down is another thing that disgusted me. Oh, well, they're over residential areas. This could cause whatever. No, they're not all over residential areas. They have been seen well over the ocean. Tons of them have been seen over the ocean. You get one down, you find out what it is, and let us know. Unless you already know President Biden and Vice President Harris, unless you already know. And that's why you're like, we don't need to shoot him down. We know what it is. Well, we don't. And we, as the American people, have the right to know what the hell those things are, why they're here, what they're up to. And you sitting back on your little behinds there, not telling us, I'll tell you what, if this had happened before the election, I would not have voted for Biden and Harris. That alone would have made me not vote for Biden and Harris. I guess I would have been independent. But I definitely would not have voted for them if this had happened before the election, because this is a hell of a way to handle something that is being taken very serious by not only residents around the country, but by the politicians in the states. They're starting to worry. They're coming on TV. They're coming on TV saying, we are concerned, we're worried. What are these? Why are they here? What are they doing? It's upsetting our residents. I have watched videos where people that were recording them started to cry out of fear. Crying out of fear. I have heard them, you know, cussing every word that you can think of, which you can't blame them to sit there, oh my God, and then go into a line of cuss words because they're scared. They're freaking out at what they're seeing in the skies. And then I watched one video where one of them is up there, and you can tell it is real. This is no CGI crap. This guy he's recording one. It's a red one up in the sky, and it's blasting something from it. It just pew, 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 right towards something on the earth. Some kind of laser lights or something coming right out of it, one right after the other onto the earth. Right straight down. What is that? What is that? Well, what are they doing? And all of these things that people are posting, that damn John Kirby, who he upset me, trying to make it seem like you're not seeing what you're seeing, so don't worry about it. And the more I hear the White House saying, well, we have no reason to be, you know, worried. They haven't done anything. And, you know, they've shown nothing in terms of, you know, a risk to our security and safety. I can't even tell you how angry I get hearing that. I can't tell you, because if they truly did not know what these things are, there would be every reason on earth to be scared and worried about what these are. So that's why I believe they are lying bold-faced to us about what these are, because they're not shooting them down, even though they're going over military installations. They're going over the White House. They're going over the Capitol. They're going over sensitive areas. They're not shooting them down? What the hell is that? That's how I know they are lying to us, that they don't know what these are. They do know. And what worries me is, are they preparing us for something? Are they looking for something? Like my son Josh said, he was the one who first said to me, it seems like they're hunting for something that they know is a massive danger to our country, and they're out there scanning, looking for this. Is it that? Are they looking for something extremely dangerous that could really hurt the people of this country? We don't know. People are coming up with so many conspiracy theories because we're left here in the dark by our leaders, quote unquote leaders, Harris and Biden. And I'm telling you, if there's a time to protest, and you protesters want to protest peacefully, none of that January 6th crap, but you want to protest, get out there and protest. Get out there and demand that they let us know what the hell is going on in our skies. And if they know, we want to know the truth. Is it something we need to be scared of, worried of? Is it something we need to prepare for coming in the future? Is it something from another country? Is it aliens? What is going on? Is it our own military? Is it our own government that they're doing whatever they're doing? That's why they're not worried about it. That's why they're not worried about it. That's why they're telling everybody, oh, don't worry about it. And we don't have our president and vice president up there talking to us about it because they know. And that's what I think. I think they know. I don't know if the reason is that they're saying we don't need to worry is because they know it is our government, so it's nothing to worry about, which I don't trust that either. Who knows what they could be up to with our own military and what have you. Or is it something that's from another country that they know about? And I just don't trust the government. They could have made some kind of deal the way our country works. It made some kind of deal with a foreign country for them to come over here for whatever reason. Who knows what reason? Is it the aliens? What is it? I am ticked off about this. I am really ticked off about this because I know that if I'm sitting out there and I see a fleet of these things coming, it is going to scare me to death. Like, what's happening? And those movies, Signs with Mel Gibson, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, and also the old movie from the 80s, Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze. That's another movie that fits into what this all could be. All three of these movies make you think, is this what's happening? Because if you've never seen Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze, it's got to be the 1980s one. That's the good one. There was a remake. It's got to be the 1980s one. That was terrifying. That was absolutely terrifying. That out of the blue, well, I don't want to give it away. You'll have to see it. But if I told you, it would ruin the movie, the thrill part. But those movies make me think of what's going on. So guys, I just had to vent today because I'm really upset. I went to bed last night sitting there thinking, if this were aliens, if this is aliens, what are we supposed to do? Do we have any defense as citizens just sitting around here wondering what's happening? Or are we completely defenseless? We have a right to know what to do with our lives depending on what these things are. That's right, guys. We have the right to know what to do with our lives, what to do with our situation, our families, or whatever, by knowing what these things are. If it's nothing to worry about so that we can just go on with our daily life and not worry daily, minute by minute, what could possibly happen. We have the right to know if it's something we should not have or don't have to worry about. And if it is something we need to worry about, we have the right to prepare. We have the right to do what we need to in order to get ready for what's coming, if there is anything at all coming. And there are people who are saying this is some kind of psyop thing going on. If that's true, how sick, how totally sick of our government, if it is our government doing this. But Harris and Biden, you need to get off your butts and address all these people and all the people that elected you and all the people that are sitting back wondering what to do with their lives, what to do. There are people now who are even the one guy was even shooting at one of them and it didn't do anything to him. That tells me, to me, it's something to worry about. They're shooting at this thing and nothing happens. And when other people send up their help or their drones to get close to one of these drones to see what's going on, like one guy, he sent his up, just a regular resident, sent his big drone up. And when it got up there, it was fully charged. It was full battery, a nice drone. It gets up there and the battery is immediately drained and the drone drops back down to earth. No, that's not something that we can sit back and say, oh, nothing to worry about. Obviously, these things have some kind of effect on power. You know what I mean by power, electricity, or battery power, what have you. There are people who are saying that their electricity in their home is blinking and flickering when these things get near to their house. There was one girl who even showed a video of cars in a parking lot. Mind you, it's nighttime. All these cars are just parked in the parking lot. Their lights are going on and off. You're going to tell me that's normal? No, it's not normal. What is that? So I am angry right now, and I am disgusted and ashamed that our president and vice president is not getting out here. I don't want to hear from their press secretaries. I don't want to hear from other politicians. I want to hear from the president and vice president of this country to tell us what is going on. That's who I want to hear from, and I want to hear the truth. I don't want them sugarcoating it. I want to know exactly what it is, because if it is nothing, and it is our own government and military, and they're allowing this kind of panic to start happening all over, what a bunch of sick MFers they are. And I mean that. They are sick. They are sick, sick, sick to do this. This is affecting people. This can affect people who already have health problems, heart problems, mental problems. This can affect children in very negative ways, like I told you the story about the Vietnam War, how it affected me. I'm 69, guys, and to this day I can remember that moment as if it happened yesterday. The fears I had as a child. It affected me for a very long time. Who knows, maybe that affected me in ways that I'm not even really aware of throughout my life. Because I'll never forget lying there crying, thinking that was the end of everything. And I was just a little girl. I was a young girl. So right now, guys, I'm just angry. I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry that this is happening all over now. First it was just New Jersey, then it started spreading. Now it's coming from across the world. So that makes me even more curious. Well, if it's just our government, shouldn't it be happening just in the United States? But now I'm seeing it all over the country. Is it our government going over there? Is it their government? Is it aliens? What the hell is going on? So guys, I'm sorry. I needed to vent. Not in the best mood today. I'm going to go eat some chocolate to help me. You got it. I'm going to go eat some chocolate and even drink some soda, which I don't do often. I'm just in that mood where I need comfort food. Yeah. So guys, if there's any reason to protest in front of that White House now, peacefully, mind you, this is the time to get out there and say, we demand to know what is going on. We, the American people, your country, demand to know what is all of this all about. And we want the truth. We want the truth. Because this has me ticked off and worried about myself, my family, my kids, my grandkids. Do my grandkids have a future? Is this something that's going to affect their future? Is this something horrible? Is there something catastrophic coming? We don't know. We're all just sitting out here trying to figure this out. So right now I'm pissed. I'm just downright pissed that Harris and Biden haven't come forward to speak to this nation about this. So anyway, bye guys. I hope you have a good Sunday. I hope the rest of the day, morning, noon, or night, wherever you're from, I hope you have a good day. I hope your next week is good. But I gotta go. I will talk to you later, and thank you for watching this till the end. If you did, I appreciate it. Because I watch a huge plane go by. Take care, guys, and be safe. Get out there and protest if you're able to do that over there peacefully. We need to know. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.